What if the very thing you're chasing every day, comfort, is the reason you're stuck? Think about it. The warm bed you don't want to leave, the familiar routine you refuse to challenge, the excuses that feel safe because they protect you from discomfort. Tony Robbins says, growth begins the moment comfort ends, and most people never cross that line. Tonight we're going to expose why comfort quietly kills ambition, how it steals your future without making a sound, and what you must do to break free. Stay with me until the end, because the final lesson may change how you approach your life forever. Lesson 1. Comfort creates complacency. The allure of comfort is perhaps the most deceptive trap in the human experience, acting as a soft, velvet-lined cage that slowly erodes our natural drive for excellence. When we find ourselves in a state where every need is met and no immediate threat exists, our biological survival mechanisms go into a state of hibernation. In this psychological lull, the urgency that once fueled our ambitions begins to evaporate, replaced by a dull sense of good enough. Tony Robbins frequently highlights that the human spirit is designed for expansion. Therefore, when we stop expanding, we start shrinking. The absence of challenge isn't peace. It is the beginning of atrophy. When you stop pushing against the resistance of the world, your internal muscles of willpower and creativity begin to wither, leaving you ill-equipped for the inevitable storms of life. Complacency is a silent thief that steals your future one comfortable afternoon at a time. It whispers that you have already done enough, that you have earned the right to coast, and that further exertion is unnecessary. This mindset is dangerous because it creates a false sense of security. In a rapidly changing world, standing still is the equivalent of moving backward. If you are not actively learning, refining your skills and seeking higher peaks, you are becoming obsolete. Robbins's core philosophy that progress equals happiness suggests that the moment you stop progressing, you lose the very thing that makes life fulfilling. You might feel safe in your routine, but that safety is a facade that masks a growing internal dissatisfaction, a quiet voice in the back of your mind reminding you that you are playing small. The danger of choosing comfort over challenge is that it becomes a self-reinforcing habit. Every time you opt for the easier path, the snooze button, the distraction of entertainment, the avoidance of a difficult task, you are training your brain to prioritize short-term pleasure over long-term fulfillment. This creates a cycle of stagnation where the threshold for effort becomes higher and higher. Growth demands a deliberate confrontation with the unknown. It requires you to be okay with being a beginner again, with the possibility of failure, and with the physical and mental exertion that accompanies new endeavors. There is no biological or psychological exception to this rule. If you want to see what you are truly capable of, you must be willing to sacrifice the cozy sanctuary of the known for the rugged terrain of the possible. Ultimately, we must recognize that the feeling of dissatisfaction, often labeled as unhappiness, is actually our soul's way of signaling that we are stagnant. We were not built for constant leisure. We were built for contribution and mastery. When we choose comfort, we are essentially negotiating with our potential, trading our greatness for a temporary sense of ease. To break free from the grip of complacency, one must cultivate a radical sense of honesty. You must look at your life and ask if you are truly living or if you are simply existing in a state of comfortable decay. True vitality is found in the struggle, in the reach, and in the refusal to let the current moment be the ceiling of your achievements. By intentionally injecting challenge back into your life, you reignite the fire of purpose that complacency has tried to smother. Lesson 2. Your comfort zone is a beautiful prison. The comfort zone is often described as a sanctuary, but in reality it is a sophisticated psychological prison where the bars are made of habits and the locks are forged from the fear of the unknown. It is a place characterized by predictability, where you know exactly what to expect from your day, your relationships, and your career. While this predictability reduces anxiety in the short term, it also creates a sterile environment where nothing new can grow. Tony Robbins argues that the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can comfortably live with. If you stay only where you feel safe, you are effectively limiting your life to a tiny fraction of its potential. You are choosing the known over the extraordinary, effectively sentencing your dreams to a slow death within the confines of your daily routine. The tragedy of the comfort zone is that many people spend their entire lives decorating their cells, making them as pleasant as possible, while ignoring the fact that they are still confined. We become attached to familiarity, even when that familiarity is painful or mediocre. We stay in unfulfilling jobs because we know how to do them. We remain in stagnant relationships because the prospect of being alone is scarier than the reality of being misunderstood. This attachment to the status quo is the primary barrier to transformation. We mistake safe for secure, failing to realize that the only true security comes from our ability to adapt, grow, and face challenges. The prison walls of the comfort zone are built by our own choices, and we often hold the keys to the exit but refuse to turn them because we are terrified of what lies beyond the gate. Stepping outside of your comfort zone requires a fundamental shift in how you view fear. Most people see fear as a stop sign, a signal to turn back and return to safety. However, those who achieve greatness view fear as a compass, pointing them toward the exact areas where growth is required. Robbins emphasizes that everything you want, the deeper connections, the financial freedom, the physical vitality, resides just beyond the border of where you currently feel at ease. The discomfort you feel when you consider a big change is not a warning of danger. It is the feeling of your boundaries expanding. Freedom is not the absence of fear, but the courage to act in spite of it. To walk out of the beautiful prison, you must be willing to trade the certainty of an average life for the exhilarating possibility of an adventure. To truly dismantle the walls of your comfort zone, you must embrace the philosophy of constant and never-ending improvement. This means making a conscious decision to lean into the things that make you uneasy. Whether it's public speaking, starting a new business venture, or being vulnerable in a relationship, these acts of courage are the only way to expand your territory. The more you venture out, the more your comfort zone actually grows, allowing you to handle greater challenges with ease. However, if you refuse to move, your world will inevitably shrink as you become more sensitive to even minor inconveniences. You must decide today if you want the temporary comfort of the prison or the demanding yet limitless freedom of the world outside. Your dreams are waiting for you in the discomfort. Go get them. Lesson 3. Pain is a powerful teacher. In our modern society, we are conditioned to view pain as a strictly negative experience, something to be medicated, avoided, or suppressed at all costs. We seek the fastest route to relief, whether through distraction, substances, or denial. However, Tony Robbins teaches a radical perspective. Pain is one of the most effective catalysts for human change. It serves as a high-intensity feedback loop from the universe, signaling that something in our current way of living is not working. When we avoid pain, we also avoid the lessons it carries. By delaying the discomfort of a necessary change, we only ensure that the eventual pain will be much greater. Pain is not the enemy. It is the alarm system of the soul screaming at us to wake up and take a different path before it's too late. There is a profound difference between the pain that breaks you and the pain that builds you. Successful people understand that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Suffering comes from resisting the lessons of pain. Growth comes from embracing them. Think of the athlete who pushes through the burning in their muscles to reach a new level of performance, or the entrepreneur who uses the sting of a failed venture to refine their strategy. In these cases, pain is used as fuel. It provides the leverage necessary to make difficult decisions that we otherwise would have put off indefinitely. Robbins points out that most people won't change until the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of the change itself. By using pain intentionally, you can bypass years of stagnation and accelerate your evolution. When we look back at the most significant turning points in our lives, they are almost always preceded by a period of intense discomfort or crisis. It is in the fire of adversity that our character is forged. The moments that felt like the end of the world, the heartbreak, the loss, the failure, were often the very experiences that gave us the strength and wisdom we possess today. If we had lived a life of constant ease, we would be fragile and shallow. Pain deepens us. It forces us to look inward and discover resources we didn't know we had. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" the empowered individual asks, "What is this teaching me, and how can I use this to serve others?" This shift in perspective turns a victim into a master of their destiny. Choosing intentional discomfort is the secret to avoiding catastrophic pain. If you choose the pain of a rigorous workout today, you avoid the pain of chronic disease later. If you choose the pain of a difficult conversation now, you avoid the pain of a broken relationship down the road. This is the law of the harvest. You must plant the seeds of effort if you want to reap the rewards of success. We must stop running from the things that hurt and start listening to what they are telling us about our standards, our boundaries, and our goals. When you stop fearing pain and start respecting it as a teacher, you become unstoppable. You no longer need the world to be easy. You only need to be strong enough to handle whatever it throws at you. Lesson 4. Success demands new standards. Your life is a perfect reflection of the standards you hold for yourself, not your goals or your desires. We all have things we should do. I should lose weight, I should start that business, I should be more present, but shoulds rarely lead to action. Transformation occurs only when your shoulds become musts. Tony Robbins explains that the difference between the elite and the average is found in what they are willing to tolerate. If you tolerate mediocrity, that is exactly what you will get. If you tolerate a body that is out of shape, a career that drains you, or a relationship that lacks passion, you are essentially setting the thermostat of your life to average. To move to the next level, you must raise your standards and refuse to accept anything less than your absolute best. Raising your standards is an internal shift that creates an external revolution. It starts with the decision that you will no longer negotiate with your own laziness or excuses. When you raise your standards, your behavior automatically changes to match your new identity. You no longer have to try to be disciplined. You simply become the kind of person who is disciplined because your standard demands it. This is why some people seem to achieve success effortlessly while others struggle. The successful person has a baseline of expectation that makes failure or sloth unacceptable. They don't wait for motivation. They act because their sense of self-respect is tied to their performance. Your standards are the invisible ceiling on your life. To go higher, you must push that ceiling up through sheer force of will. One of the hardest parts of raising your standards is the social friction it creates. When you stop settling, you often make the people around you uncomfortable because your growth highlights their stagnation. They may try to pull you back down to their level, offering the comfort of the old ways. This is where many people falter, choosing social acceptance over personal excellence. However, Robbins teaches that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to maintain high standards, you must surround yourself with people who hold even higher ones. You need a peer group that challenges you, that doesn't accept your excuses, and that inspires you to stretch. Success is not just about what you do, it's about who you refuse to be any longer. The process of setting new standards must be specific and non-negotiable. It isn't enough to say, "I want to be better." You must define exactly what better looks like in every area of your life. What is your standard for your physical health? What is your standard for your work ethic? What is your standard for how you treat your spouse? Once these are set, they become the law of your life. When you fall below them, you don't beat yourself up. You immediately correct course because the old you is no longer an option. Success is the inevitable byproduct of high standards held over a long period of time. By demanding more of yourself than anyone else could ever expect of you, you take control of your destiny and ensure that your life becomes a masterpiece rather than a compromise. Lesson 5. Growth requires daily discomfort. True transformation is rarely the result of a single Herculean effort or a lightning bolt of inspiration. Rather, it is the result of the small, often boring and consistently uncomfortable choices we make every single day. It is found in the decision to wake up at 5 a.m. to work on your craft when you would rather sleep. It is found in the discipline to eat a clean meal when you crave junk food, or to have a difficult conversation instead of letting resentment fester. Tony Robbins emphasizes that repetition is the mother of skill, and this applies to the skill of being uncomfortable. If you can train yourself to embrace minor discomforts daily, you build a psychological resilience that allows you to handle the massive challenges that success inevitably brings. The concept of compounding interest applies perfectly to personal growth. A 1% improvement in your discipline or skills every day doesn't seem like much in the moment, but over a year, the results are exponential. Conversely, choosing the convenient path every day also compounds, leading to a life of regret and missed opportunities. Growth seeks commitment, while comfort seeks convenience. Convenience is the enemy of greatness. When we look for the shortcut or the easiest way out, we are bypassing the very experiences that are meant to shape us. The hard way is usually the right way because the resistance we encounter is what builds our character and our capacity. Daily discomfort is the weightlifting of the soul. Without it, you will always remain spiritually and mentally weak. We must learn to distinguish between the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. It is the temporary sting of a cold shower or the effort of a focused work session. The pain of regret, however, weighs tons. It is the heavy, soul-crushing realization at the end of your life that you could have been more, done more, and seen more, but you were too afraid to leave your couch. By choosing daily discomfort, you are effectively paying the tax on your future success in small installments. You are building a reservoir of confidence because you are proving to yourself day after day that you are the master of your impulses. This self-trust is the foundation of all true power and influence. To make daily discomfort a lifestyle, you must change your relationship with the feeling of effort. Instead of seeing it as a sign to stop, see it as a sign that you are on the right track. When you feel that internal resistance, tell yourself, this is the feeling of growth. Celebrate the moments when you do the hard thing, especially when you don't feel like it, because those are the moments that count the most. Success is not a destination you reach and then stop. It is a way of traveling. It is a commitment to never-ending expansion. If you want a life that is extraordinary, you must be willing to do the things that ordinary people are unwilling to do. Embrace the grind, cherish the struggle, and remember that every bit of discomfort you endure today is an investment in the person you are becoming tomorrow. Comfort will promise you peace, but it will quietly rob you of your potential. The life you want demands discomfort, courage, and conscious choice. Tony Robbins reminds us that change happens when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of change. Don't wait. Step outside comfort. Challenge yourself today, because the moment you choose growth over comfort is the moment your life truly begins.